Good afternoon and welcome to the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce Spotlight on Business. I'm J. Michael McCoy with my lovely co-host, and I'm going to get it right because I have it written down, Janice Ann Wissenand.
That is correct. Nicely done.
Wow. We're on a record.
Yes,
I was just telling Matt, our first guest today, that I'm horrible with names. But if I write them down, I'm good. Welcome, Janice. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks,
Good.
Matt.
We've got three businesses from Urbandale today.
We actually do have 4 now.
4. Good. All right. I look forward to meeting them all. Now, our first is Matt Nuetzman.
That's correct.
And Matt is with Merit Resources. In fact, he's not only with business development for Merit Resources, he also is the vice chair of the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce.
You got it.
Now,
I stay busy.
Does that mean that you work with Goldsmith?
Yeah, she's our chair this year.
She's your chair.
Yep.
Does that mean you're chair next year then?
That's how it works, unless they vote me out before that happens.
Good. All right. So tell me about Merit Resources.
Well, Merit, we've been around since 1989, so 25 years or so, and we solve problems in the areas of HR for our clients. And when I mean HR, I mean employee stuff. HR means different things to different people. We want to help with the transactional side, the non-revenue producing side of a business that a business owner has to deal with. We're talking about paying your employees, administering employee benefits, lining up and administering workers' comp, and HR, writing handbooks, job descriptions, leadership training, all the non-revenue stuff that a business owner, like I said, has to go through. And we've been doing this stuff for about 25 years for our clients.
Well, and I was a small business for years, and it's changed a lot in the past 20 years. You can't be sloppy on your HR anymore.
Well, the laws are ever changing. There's always more complexities going into it. There's more compliance. There's more regulations. Now you've got everything related to the Affordable Care Act. I mean, as a business owner, do you want to spend your time dealing with that kind of stuff, or do you want to be out selling your product or focusing on your mission? That's a question I would ask.
Well, plus, just the headache's gone. I mean, I'd worry about it all the time. Did I get this done? Did I get this payroll done? Did I get my taxes in time? Do I have a proper file for an employee in case they come back and want to sue me or something like that?
Exactly. Like I said, where do you want to spend your time? You want to spend your time doing on the things that make you money, not on administrative stuff, which isn't why you got into business in the first place, and that's where we can help.
So why did you, Matt, choose to be at Merit Resources? I mean, there's competitors. There's a lot of people that do this that you could be working for.
Well, Merit's what's called a professional employer organization. There's actually not a whole lot of PEOs. That's the acronym. There's not a whole lot of PEOs in central Iowa or even in the Midwest. There are people that do what we do. You could go find a payroll processor like ADP. You could call an insurance agent and they could help you out with benefits and workers' comp. Maybe you could have your attorney help you with HR type of guidance. There are not a whole lot of PEOs. Why I chose Merit, and I guess I've been in the outsourced HR industry now for 6 years. Merit has a solid reputation for helping our clients, and they are a trusted advisor type of role, and that's who I want to be. I want to be known as a person that somebody can turn to. I want to be a resource for people, whether it's something chamber-related, business-related. I want to be their go-to guy, and Merit has given me the opportunity to do that.
Well, my guess is that if you were my partner in this, and you were Merit, and I was doing whatever I was doing, I would trust you to know that you're going to come forward with not your answers, but the right answers.
There is trust involved, obviously, but there's more than that. When you work with Merit, we enter into what's called a co-employment relationship. So that liability that you would have when you had a small business and had employees, that becomes Merit's liability. So if you are doing something incorrectly before Merit with payroll taxes, with benefits administration, if you're breaking some laws regarding employment, no longer you don't just have Merit that you can trust to help you with this stuff, but Merit is sharing in your liability, so you can really sleep well at night that things are being taken care of, and you're no longer liable for it.
My guest this afternoon is Matt Nuetzman. Matt is with Merit Resources, a PEO.
And that stands for Professional Employer Organization. Really, the acronym, the PEO, that's not what's important. What's important is to think of us as an HR resource. And not just HR, because HR, like I said, means different things to different people. We're talking about employee benefits and things like that as well. Mac, you were talking about your business back in the day, and I don't know how many employees you had, but we work for a lot of small companies that are looking to improve their employee benefits, for example. Let's take a company that has 40 employees right now, and they need to provide competitive benefits to keep their staff, to keep their talent. Well, when they go out to buy health insurance, they're a small group. If they've got 40 employees, they've got different people that are different ages. That's an administrative nightmare. You've got different people. Those different ages all have different rates on your plan. We pool all of our clients together to form one large group under Merit Resources. So when that 40-person group goes out to shop for health insurance, they're no longer just 40 people. They're part of a group of 15,000.
Wow.
And we are taking care of all the administration, the liability, bringing access to more plans, and hopefully at better rates, and that's just the benefit side. So I'd give that as an example, Mac, as what a small business, maybe that's a turning point or something to turn to Merit to, if they're shopping their benefits or something like that.
I would agree. We had been, my partner and I had been in business 20-some years in 2005, and we met with our accountant, and he gave us this box. I said, "What's in the box?" He says, "Those are all your W-2s." And I said, "Well, that looks like a big box." He said, "Do you know how many employees you had in 204? Yeah, 203 with 204? 737. And my partner and I looked at each other and said, "Okay, we're done. We did not get into this to have that level of employees." And I would have killed for something like you back then. And you were around. I just didn't know about you.
And we've been growing too. Even in the 3 years I've been there, we've grown from 70 employees to over 100 internally, and we're trying to take this more to a national market and some other bigger cities as well. So we are not just local, even though most of our clients here are in the Des Moines and Central Iowa area, but we do work in 42 or 43 states right now.
Let's talk about Matt for a minute. What are you passionate about?
Like I mentioned before, I love being a resource for people, a trusted advisor, somebody that people can turn to. And maybe it's not just on the HR side for what Merit does, but people that see me at chamber events will get to know me as somebody that they can go to. If there's a new member that doesn't know a whole lot of people, I love introducing people. I somehow get phone calls all the time for people that are looking for jobs, and they think that I have connections that can get their resume out there. And even though that's not what I do, I'm glad that people think of me when they're thinking of stuff like that.
You're not only a connector within the chamber, but you're a connector within the business world.
Yeah, and that's what I want to be. I want to be that trusted advisor that people turn to when they need something, whether it is in my position as vice chair of the chamber or as director of business development at Merit. It might be something nothing to do with the chamber or with Merit. I just like being a resource for people that they can trust and turn to.
All right. So when it comes to your personal life, I hear you're getting married.
I am getting married in a few months.
To a lovely young lady.
Yes, her name is Sheena. She works in the city of Windsor Heights, and she works in planning and zoning, also in code enforcement. So make sure you're keeping your lawns clean and not parking cars where they shouldn't be, or you may receive a nice letter from her.
Sounds like a neat lady. So do you enjoy reading?
I read a little bit. I don't have necessarily a favorite author or anything, but I do read a lot of history type of stuff.
You a sports guy?
Definitely. Went to Iowa State. I was with the Iowa State basketball team for 2 years. Very passionate about that. A lot of sleepless nights when they lose road games, but thank God they won last night.
Yeah, good game last night, too.
Yeah, we'll take those road wins anytime we can get them.
Now, who would you say was your mentor?
I've had a few that have helped me out. Like I said, I was with the Iowa State basketball team in college. Head coach was Wayne Morgan. He helped me get my first job, and I started out in professional hockey. I worked for Charles Gansky for 3 years. He was a great friend and mentor. And at Merit, Jeff Garrison and Frank Accurso really have taken me under their wings and have helped me learn a lot more about the HR industry and helped me professionally and personally as well.
All right, one last question, and then I'll let you go. If you could spend an hour with anyone living or dead, who would it be?
I would probably say JFK. Just fascinated by the Kennedy family. Like I said, I read a lot of history stuff. Spending 1 hour with him, I think, would be pretty amazing. If I could put together a all-time foursome to play golf with, he would definitely be one of them.
Yeah. What did he teach you?
I don't know if he taught me anything specific. I'm just kind of fascinated by the whole history of his life, death, legacy, the whole Kennedy family, and like I said, I'm kind of a history buff, so
Kennedy
it just kind of fascinates me. So
yeah, all right. Well, listen, Matt Nuetzman, he's with Merit Resources there in Urbandale. He's also the vice chair of the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce. And if you're a small business, now please listen. If you're a small business and you're trying to do all this stuff inside, Would you just give Matt an opportunity to show you what he can do for you? I think you'll find that, and you said it earlier, the headache and the time that you put in to handle HR things, what if you could take that time either for personal relaxation, or what if you could turn it into time making more revenue for your company? I think you'd be surprised that these people make you more profitable. But that's up to you to call Matt and check with him yourself. Janice Ann Wisenend is here, and Tuesdays are special at the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce.
They are every Tuesday from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. We do Meet the Chamber.
That's right. You make homemade omelets.
Yeah, last week it was cinnamon rolls. I can do the omelets too.
Okay, yeah, okay. But it's kind of a meet and greet. You can go by there and meet some of the people that you do business with and some of the people in Urbandale.
Absolutely. It's a great time to, whether you've been an Urbandale Chamber member for 5 years or 5 days, it's a great opportunity to come in and meet the Chamber and learn a little bit more about their benefits and how to engage more.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
I'm J. Michael McCoy for the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce. This is Spotlight on Business on webcast1live.com.